Hello, friends, fellow Christians, fellow Biafrans, and all indigenous people clamoring for freedom in Nigeria, clamoring for liberty, desiring so, and actually showing it. May God continue to bless us, protect us, and hear our prayer. We've cried, we've lamented, we've suffered, and then God is about to hear our prayer. He already heard our prayer. He's about to bring it to fulfillment. And we are going to help him to do that. And that is why some people who are trying to play God, the same God who is about to listen to the cry of the poor, the cry of his children, the children of light. Some people are now trying to play God. People who love to put the appellation pastor in their names when they commit murder, while they commit murder in the name of God. God will expose you one day, I tell you, and very soon. Some people have made some silly, irresponsible remarks. Now, I do not want to call them criminals, but certainly they are dictators, because there is no difference between the sound and the tone of their voice and their words, the way it sounds to our ears. There is no difference from what we hear from real dictators. You know, why we are dying, some people try to remind us that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable without saying sorry or telling you or showing some empathy to what we are going through. And so when you see some remarks like this, certain remarks like this, certainly then you know that there is a problem. When you see somebody say something like this, those praying for the breakup of Nigeria won't succeed. Are you God? You're not God, okay? You are not God. We are going to succeed. In short, God has already heard our prayers. You see, this man has caused a lot of damage to Christians. He went outside in the United States and denied the Christian persecution in Nigeria and continues to use these words of farmers' headers clashes. What kind of clashes? You took guns from the farmers, you took the guns away from them. There is no security, and in many cases, the farmers say that police and the military aid and abet the Fulani herdsmen. And nobody has investigated that. Not even the journalists who continue to use this theme of farmers' headers clashes, which is actually very misleading. And you know it's a lie. Some people are occupying people's land. Some Yoruba people are in Benin as refugees. Some Benue people are in their own land, in some part of their land as refugees. I don't understand why you continue to do this. What sort of evil are you? I mean, nobody is perfect, but you are becoming like, you are immersing yourself in this to show that this is your true nature. So which means it is irreversible. You are made like this. Is it what you're trying to do? You continue to propagate this same lie all the time. You continue to push this narrative. Farmers' headers clashes. Why you know in your heart of hearts that it's not true. And now somebody is telling us that those praying for the breakup of Nigeria won't succeed. What is the difference between that and the similar statements made by dictators and tyrants, like the present presidency, that doesn't care about people suffering? Instead of telling the people, come, let us talk about this, you tell them Nigeria's unity is non-negotiable. If it is non-negotiable, why are you telling us? Because you're already feeling it, that it's about to come to an end. And to an end, it must come. Yes, it must come to an end. And I see when we have something now, we defended ourselves. We're trying to defend ourselves. And there is a vigilante group, which we all support, the ESN, the pride of the East, the pride of Biafra. Whatever you might think in your heart, that is your business. These people were formed to protect our mothers, our fathers, our sisters, our brothers who are going to the farms, in the villages. And so they are in the bushes, protecting their lives, protecting all of us. I'm from the Marudin Fulani herdsmen who are taking over lands. The people that have been chased away from their land in Yoruba land and went to Benin, who is occupying their land right now? The Benue people that were shifted away, who is occupying their land right now? If you are able to answer that question, then you understand what's coming for you. You are going to be totally displaced. And by the way, you are totally outnumbered. Not numerically right now, in terms of persons, but in terms of arms, because you have nothing to defend yourself. First of all, this presidency, this Nigerian government took away arms from people in the name of fighting security, while leaving the arms and ammunition, in fact, and with proofs we have seen, they supply not only to Boko Haram and to all the terrorist groups, also to the Fulani herdsmen. They are foot soldiers. They supply arms and ammunition to them. And they are even proud to parade such things and showcase them to us, like you can't do anything. I mean, the boldness, the brashness of it all. It breaks the heart. Therefore, when you see people you regard as men of God, they talk trash and irresponsibly, like tyrants, to show that they don't actually care about the plight of the people. Why we decided not to comment on such statements such as this, for example, is because we believe that you can give people a chance to make amends. You are trying to observe, to understand what's going on, even though we seem to already have grasped what's already going on. But this kind of statement, nobody stands to gain anything if Nigeria breaks up. And the question is, who is gaining something now that Nigeria is not yet broken up? Who is gaining something? The refugees, the citizens who are refugees in their own country, people living in ID camps. You are given the bad name to ESN, for example, in order to begin to kill people. Now, what I'm telling you, everybody heads up now. What they are doing is in preparation to the kind of massacre and genocide they are going to commit. Earlier on today, the chairman of the CCT, the Code of Conduct Bureau, who was caught disgracing a fellow citizen in an open space, in a public square, in the market, denied it, just like they normally do. They tell you that this video was doctored. What kind of rubbish is that? It's not even playing on your intelligence anymore. They are just telling you that you can do nothing. That is the narrative they're going to follow, and nothing will happen. And now he is telling you that Biafran boys attacked him because you stupidly fell for that idiotic statement they usually make. They are Biafran people. They are IPOP people. They are these Igbo boys. So that once you hear it, you dismiss it because you don't understand that when your neighbor is killed without justice, when it will be your turn, there won't be your neighbor to show solidarity. Now, that's the same thing they are selling to you, the same narrative, evil narrative, selling it to you, Biafran people. I want us to note, all the Biafrans who are living outside of Biafra land in Nigeria must be very careful. That statement is insightful. And he should be arrested and questioned. Why would he use that? To run away from a crime he committed openly in the public. You were brutalizing a fellow citizen because he had no one to defend him. And then when the video came out and everybody's condemning you, you say the Biafran boys attacked you. What sort of statement is that? Everybody heads up because they are coming. They are coming. Defend yourself, like the Catholic bishop said. And when such statements come from men of God like the Catholic bishop, one of the Catholic bishops of Sokoto, he says Nigeria will not benefit anybody for the breakup of Nigeria. Why would they be telling people to defend themselves in a supposedly united Nigeria? When you start to tell citizens to defend themselves, it is either there is total breakdown of law and order, or that the security agencies are no longer functioning, or that the security agencies have become terrorists and they are terrorizing the people now, so that you are telling the people, defend yourself. It is equally insightful if we look at it the other way. You are telling the citizens, pillage, defend yourself, massacre anybody that threatens you, kill. Just like the inspector of the inspector of police, or the inspector general of police was doing the other day, telling the policemen that it would be absurd for a policeman to die with his AK-47 in his hands. You are telling them otherwise to shoot anybody. Look at the kind of statement a supposedly civilized society is making in the state, and he's still there. And by the way, he's gone past the day of his retirement, and he's still there. And he's even telling you to your face that he's going to remain there for as long as he wants. And everybody's keeping quiet anyways. It doesn't concern you until it concerns you, actually. And meanwhile, while you are trying to give a bad name to ESN, listen to this.
And some of you are busy clapping for them. You're clapping for them. Do you know that today that outsiders were asking us for help today? I was shocked when I read this today. Somebody wrote from Kaduna State. He said, "Dear ESN, please, we need your assistance in Brennan Gwari, Kaduna State, and Faskari, Sabua, Yankara, Dandume in Katsina State as well. One, Brennan Gwari is in Kaduna State. Faskari, Sabua, Yankara, Dandume are all in Katsina State. The people in those communities are unable to sleep in their homes. In Faskari local government, there is daily attacks by Fulani in the area. Please come and save our lives. ESN, we lay down and beg you." A Hausa man was writing this today as a
Now, that was the broadcast of our leader yesterday. Communities in Kaduna, in Katsina, are writing the same ESN that the police is trying to tarnish their image to come and defend their land. If ESN was not a reputable vigilante group, why would the Kaduna community and the Katsina community, the presidency supposedly from Katsina, even though we all know he's from Niger Republic, and the man who paid 100 billion naira to Fulani herdsmen to stop killing is Kaduna, the governor of Kaduna. And these are communities from these two places, the strong men of Fulani herdsmen, the patrons, the grand patrons of Fulani, Mieti, Allah, and all that. And they are writing to ESN. The same ESN that the military, the police, and all of them combined are coming to come and fight. And parading some innocent citizens. I don't know if they are really innocent, because if you can collude with the police to make such stupid statements that you belong to ESN when you actually are not a member of ESN, contradicting yourself in your statements, then I don't think you are innocent too. Because you don't know your statements is capable of killing many people. The same police who paraded some young boys last year, I remember very well, and tagged them, members of IPOB, and started killing some of them and shooting them. What did they do? That they were training somewhere. What is it against training that you have? People run around in the stadium every Saturday. People go to the gym to train themselves. And these young men were, ESL wasn't even from them. He paraded them like criminals. What did they do? Nothing. Nothing. One of them said he went to buy akara. He was caught and paraded around. Why would you do that? And the same thing you are now doing. Was it not the same police people who, I think it was 3 days ago, they said they killed, or was it a week ago? They said they killed like 16 members of the ESN, only to come and disclaim it again. The same military the same military, Nigerian military, the same Nigerian security that have killed Shekau. Like how many times? You can count for you count for me. I don't know how do I believe these policemen right now? They are building up this evil in order to start murdering people. They have massacred our people in Obibo. They have massacred our people in Aba. They have massacred people in Bo. They have massacred people so many places. And when people rose, maybe some people are attacking you. We don't know. There is insecurity. And you are tagging some people evil, people who are actually defending their land against Fulani herdsmen. And it is the same day. Isn't it, does it not touch you? Is it not strange? It is not too much of a coincidence that the same day they were parading people as members of ESN, or rather launching an attack on the ESN by first of all coming to the character and the name and the dignity, that Fulani herdsmen massacred people again in our community, in one of our communities in Ebonyi State. Look at this. It is too much of a coincidence. I'm telling you now, it's too much of a coincidence. It's too much of a coincidence. Look at this. Massacre in Ebonyi. Now, priests are included. 17 others killed by herdsmen. Priests, 17 others killed by herdsmen. Meanwhile, the military and the police combined together have arrested some 2 pastors or 3 of them and accused them of shielding the ESN, whatever that means, of giving them spiritual covering. What are they supposed to be doing? Are they not supposed to be praying for ESN? People who have dedicated their lives to protect the land from, you call them foreign militia, that they are from Libya, that they are foreigners, but they are taking over people's land. And the priests are praying for them. The pastors are praying for them, and you come and arrest them. Why are Nigerians not waking up? You call yourself Nigerian or Nigerianites, whatever you call yourself, and you are not seeing this because you are holding on to this evil dream, this utopic dream that will never materialize. You don't even know who your enemy is. Nigeria is eating you away and you are dying away. The only few privileged ones are the ones who are really in power. They will continue to perpetuate themselves in power, and their children. They are even positioning their children to take over from them. How many times have you heard about the CBN publicizing and publishing and advertising job opportunities in the CBN, or rather in the central bank here, the CBN? And even in the oil companies, the NNPC, for example. Look at the list of the people there. Look at the list of the people there. They continue to take turns, one after the other. The same Nigeria you are dying for, holding flags. Was it not the same police that massacred people, the same military that massacred people at Lekki toll gate? And turned around to blame the victims and actually denied it, even with all the evidences against them. I say evidences. A truckload of it. And they still deny it. People will take bribes and put dollars in their pocket, and they will tell you that the video was doctored. And you are still here condoning it and actually castigating the ESN. May God have mercy on your soul. Look at this. And there is more, because it's not finished. Look at this. Okay, in Kaduna, in Benue again, gunmen kill Catholic priest, 3 parishioners in Benue. In Benue. Look at the same yesterday. Again, look at this again. Breaking. Bandits kidnap Catholic priest, others in Kaduna village. In Kaduna village. Oh dear. And then you hear the person who is supposed to be in charge of this priest making this kind of statement. What do you now tell me tell me how you want me to explain to Christians this thing? Not even Jesus Christ tells you to remain in the same place where you are being killed. He said, if you are persecuted in this town, run to the other. Were these not the words of our Lord Jesus Christ? So why are you telling people this? You are like telling them, it's going to be all right. Please remain here while a missile is arriving. It's coming speedily at them, targeted at them, coming. And you say, hey, it's okay. No, Nigeria, if you run away, it will not serve you anything. But they are there and the missile is coming. And you're not encouraging them to run away until they become refugees too, or they become buried, or they get buried. Why? Why are we doing this? Why? I need to know because it's incomprehensible. It doesn't make any sense at all. Why are you doing this? Why? Why are you doing this? You know the foundation is evil. You know the foundation is fraudulent. And the only solution that will help people to get a remedy to live like human beings, that dignity that you are campaigning all over the world, trying to campaign that Black people have dignity, trying to make Christians look good in Nigeria when they are dying, the same thing could be achieved by dividing Nigeria to its proper regions, the way God created it. When people want in the future, they can come together and form another union and decide, conduct a referendum. How difficult is this? But well, you say you're not going to do that. And people are trying to defend themselves. And you try to give them a bad name. The same ESN. You're trying to castigate. People are writing from Kaduna, from Katsina, calling for their assistance, calling that they will come to their rescue. Do you see that they bypassed you? Meanwhile, I will show you this. Meanwhile, this happened. 8 Christians kidnapped in Nigeria. 8 Christians kidnapped in Nigeria. These are the RCCG members. In Kafanchan, they were going to Kafanchan, southern Kaduna State, and gunmen intercepted the RCCG bus along the Kafanchan Road and took 8 passengers, all missionaries, into the bush before placing a 50 million naira ransom for their release. Now, what was the reaction of these people, of the leaders? They started praying like usual. The same kind of prayer that was offered to one of the pastors, under whose altar a child, the composing body of a child was found. And the members were praying while he was facing trial. Supposedly a pastor, but using human making human sacrifices. You know, these are the names, the people that give bad names to pastors, priests, so that people see Christianity and the Christian faith like a scam. People don't really understand the damage your silence is doing on the faith. One day, I'm telling you now, one day, you will be preaching and soldiers will be mounted inside the church to listen to what you're preaching. If you make any mistake, you are dead. If you say something that the government doesn't like, you are dead. This government that doesn't like to hear, we are dying, we are in pains, we want a referendum, that continuously tell you on your grave, they are dancing and feasting. Was it 2 days ago? Tinubu mounted happy 69th birthday, which was even a lie. Happy 69th birthday on the same Lekki toll gate where some people were murdered. No respect. All in the bid to make you forget. Whether you like it or not, you must have to accept that people were not killed here. He mounted a billboard of his picture, 69th birthday, on the same Lekki toll gate, where people were manhandled, murdered, brutalized, even for the second time when they went there again, when some youths went there. My friends, all I'm telling you is this. God has already marked Nigeria out for partition. Nigeria is going to break up, whether you like it or not. It is just about you preparing yourself for the inevitable. As for Nigeria breaking up, it's going to break up. And people of God are going to be free. See, we are not going to be keeping quiet anymore. When these kind of things happen and you make irresponsible statements capable of murdering people, of committing genocide, or emboldening people who are committing the genocidal act, you are part of them. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to make such statements. The bishops ask us to defend ourselves. In what kind of country do you tell people to do that? It means the government does not exist anymore. So Christians don't even have, you don't understand. You can't even recall, run to the security agents for help. You can't even call them. Remember what happened at the Nibo. Is it not the same police now that is telling you that ESN, trying to make you think that ESN is evil, that the governor was calling during the Nibo massacre, and they did not answer him? The police commissioner ran away. The presidency did not answer, nothing. And the one that called himself the chief security of the state, idiotically, went to Abuja, instead of letting the president come in to visit supposedly his citizens that were massacred. Of course, you are not his citizens. The real citizens of Nigeria are the Fulani people. And the Niger, the people from Niger, the ones that the minister, Amechi, begged to build railway for them. Can you imagine? And there is no railway in the south, in the southeast. But this man from the southeast, supposedly, when I mean there is no railway, I mean you can call that dustbin that is you see around Port Harcourt and some of the railway. You know, you don't. And he begged the people of Niger to construct a railway line for them. And we are clapping. We are clapping. My dear friends, pray the right prayer. The breakup of Nigeria. Don't pray like a fool. Pray according to the mind of God. This is what you want, freedom. You want liberty, yes. As a child of God, yes. You want to live like a human being, yes. You want to restore your dignity, and you want God to help you do it, yes. Are you prepared to collaborate with Him? Are you really prepared? Remember, if you are a priest or a pastor, at least, I remember Catholic priests, usually during ordination, the most famous passage read on that day is, the Lord God has anointed me to liberate the oppressed, to liberate the captives, and to declare the goodness of the Lord, the year of God's goodness. How have you done that? Seeing all the things around you, how have you done that? When I speak, some people castigate me and say, you should not dabble in these things. You should not. What should I dabble into? What? Tell me. We must pray the right prayers. Not like the one Osibanjo is praying. Those who are praying for the breakup of Nigeria, they're already successful. And like I said, I am praying for the partition and the end of Nigeria and the liberation of the people of God, Biafra, Oduduwa, and all other people who want to be free. May God bless this prayer and hearken to it through Christ our Lord. Amen. God bless you. See you next time.